That's it. We're here. Racetrack. Look how high bank turning 1 and 2 is. Look at how high that truck's up on the wall. It's going to be a little different tonight. Short track, high bank. I mean, look at them. I'm telling you, that's going to be the show. KSP going to be the show, that's for sure. Look at these walk down stands they got. I know some people are saying that it's like an older facility, but it isn't that bad, to be all honest with you. Relatively new. I believe constructed, like I said, 97. They got the stands in the background. They got the stands over here. That's what they say.
Chaz?
That's what they say, yes.
My name's Randy.
Randy.
I see you on the Facebook.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we're live. We're live now, right?
I'm a sign painter that lettered 1,000 cars out here.
Really? Really? What years?
From 84 on.
Oh my! So like wing modifieds, I guess you were part of.
The wing modifieds, the hot stocks, the bombers, all of them. I lettered.
Well, interestingly enough, you know, they're talking about this track on the fence.
Yeah.
They don't know about that Cowtown Speedway.
No, they don't.
So if you were to,
that was the best ever.
Yeah. Well, and this idea of the cars coming in front of the grandstand, that was a Cowtown thing, right? So
and Richard Snyder was the one that promoter. Owner, he was the best.
Right. Well, and then you had the racers back then, Bo Rout and Keith Green, the guys.
I lettered their cars.
Yeah. Okay.
And Jay Bransom, the one that owns the track here.
Yeah.
I was lettering his car.
Wasn't he like a black and orange 29? Yeah.
Exactly.
Very fast. Him and Eddie Prater used to be like the East and West battle in the hot stock days.
Yeah, hot stock.
Hot stock.
Camaros.
Yep. Troy Taylor was very popular
56,
then. 56, the purple 56. Yes.
I know them all.
Well, and so
it's cool to meet you, man.
Well, that's good.
I like a race fan that is passionate as I am.
Well, I've been in behind the scenes a little bit like you too. I'm sure you've been.
Yeah.
They say I talk about the politics of the sport. That's about what it is.
I don't do the politics.
No. You gotta bury in deep if you're going to.
I am, but I voted for Trump.
What that does? No. I'm talking about the racing politics. The racing politics, not the real politics.
Well,
I mean, gas is going low, so you're safe there, right?
Yeah.
Eggs are cheaper.
Yeah.
Eggs are cheaper. But back to this, the track's changed a lot over the years. It used to be a lot flatter than this.
Yeah.
Now it's a little more, they got the lip up to the top of the track, a little more banking.
And I only come out here for the sprint cars.
Only.
Well, maybe once a year.
Right.
But I used to live here.
Okay.
I've been married 45 years, and my wife, why she didn't divorce me, because I lived and breathed this for
oh God, well
30 years. I was lettering race cars for free.
For free, oh my God. Well, last year this track really didn't get a proper World Outlaw event with all the rain that happened, with all the issues with the lighting. There's new lighting. We got clear skies, windy skies, I guess, but I think they're finally going to get a taste, because I was really high on this. I know that people like Devil's Bow, but there used to be a saying back when I even helped promote Devil's Bow a little bit. To go to Devil's Bow, you got to have a big motor. To come to Cowtown, you had to have big balls. And that's kind of, they get to get up on the fence and ride the cushion. The short track racing aspect kind of evens the playing field a little bit for the locals.
Yeah.
I think they're in for a treat,
You know John Ricketts?
Yes, Ricketts, 5R, Mr. The Rocket, John Ricketts, yes.
His dad's Leon. I lettered John's first go-kart.
Oh, my God.
And I would letter his dad's race cars for 20 years before he got old enough to drive. But
okay.
He's my fan. He ain't out here tonight. But
so, is there any locals you think that could give a challenge to this place? Or
if the Taco Casa cars are out here, they might.
You think so? Maybe. I think Jeb Sessions is here. He knows this place pretty good.
Well, but the Taco Casa cars are the best in the local.
Oh, and they're good food too. The Taco Casa is good food. I think.
hate them.
What about Marcus Thomas? What about Austin Mundy? What about
Monday Austin?
I mean, yeah, he could do it. I mean, there's a few guys.
His dad, I let him race cars for his dad.
Okay.
Not Austin, but I hadn't done it much since they started doing wraps and decals.
You're an old school guy.
Yeah, but
Gold leaf style.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this stuff is in my blood.
Well, I think they're going to be in for a treat tonight. The long straightaways, tight corners. It's going to be way better race than last year.
I brought my friend Eric out here. First time he's been to a dirt track.
First night is tonight. Yeah. Oh my God. He's in for a treat.
He is.
And you can only see these guys once a year here. So I mean,
we're coming back tomorrow night.
Oh my. Well, it isn't High Limit and Kyle Larson, you know. But it's the world of Outlaws.
Well, I'm a Kyle fan.
Oh no, well, everybody is, right? Everybody is.
Yeah.
But you still love sprint car racing. You're not one of those Kyle fans that only comes to see Kyle.
No.
You're here for the sport. You just like Kyle.
Yeah. All of them.
Well, what we got? Logan Schuhart shirt. What's this? Who's this?
Travis Stage from Grant's.
Oh no! What are you doing here? You here for this?
Yes, we're a big, huge fan of Logan Schuhart.
Oh my! Why is there so many Schuhart fans down here? What is it?
Well, he used to be part of the Pennsylvania Posse. Now he's going to win the championship this year.
You think so? You think he could get gravel?
Well,
Gravel's a favorite right now.
Yes. We need to. I don't want to wish bad luck on anybody, but we need a couple of bits.
You need something tonight. You need that wall to get a little close this evening.
Anyway, I've been watching your podcast.
Okay.
I recognize you.
Oh no, I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, sometimes it's bad. Other times it's good.
Oh well, that's the damn truth, isn't it?
Who was you just talking to?
That guy, he said he did sign painting here for years.
Oh, I got you.
Did different race cars and stuff. I don't know, but it'll be interesting.
Who do you think's got the Outlaws this year?
It's hard to beat gravel. I don't know if there's anybody better than gravel right now.
Yeah. I think Logan is the best points other than gravel. You know, points.
Yeah, I know, but. Well, he's always been a favorite, but he hasn't been consistent over the last few years, and he's more consistent this year. It's just gravel's just so much better. It looks like this year.
Yeah, it looks like he got more speed.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're getting about that car.
Well, gravel says it's traction control. That's what he told me on the phone. That's what he said. I mean, I don't. That's what he said. I don't want to call him a liar.
Traction controls, dude.
They got to let it go, you know. They got to take High Limit down one day.
With a grip.
They got to keep a car here, you know. They don't want him to leave.
Seats a GA23.
GA. I saw a D. There's a C. You said G?
There's a GA.
General admission.
Yeah, okay. Seat 23 and 24.
Yeah, but where the heck would that be?
That's what I'm kind of wondering.
I have no idea.
We're wondering reserve seat? No.
No, it just says GA. I know there's some that says like
podcast right now.
Don't say that to them.
That's okay.
There's like stickers that say reserve seats this much higher or something like that.
Okay.
Down there, I think it's kind of open a little bit more.
We'll find something.
All right.
Thank you.
We tried.
Hey, I gave Logan some of my world famous barbecue sauce tonight.
And that's what's going to do it.
That's going to be the win.
I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, man, I enjoy you.
Thank you. We're going to see if we can survive the pits real quick.
Oh,
you think they're going to get me?
You on the road?
Oh, no. That's where I was planning to go. We'll see if we make it. Oh, no. All right. We'll try. But anyways, that's the one thing about this track I don't think y'all are noticing. I know maybe the camera's not doing it justice right now, but these are some pretty straightaways. These are long in distance, and these are extremely tight corners. So they're really going to be, you know, for instance, if a guy wants to take it into turn 3 right there, or even turn 1, we'll just say turn 3, he's almost got to non-wing the car to get it into the corner and stay wide open. I mean, that's a U-turn. So it's going to be very elbows up, and look at the banking. It goes all the way up to the fence. And it's extreme. I know it's hard to tell once again, but it's pretty damn high bank there up on the top of the racetrack. And they more than likely with the better weather conditions that they have this year at KSP, more than likely we're going to get this track widened out. It's going to be smooth. It's going to be more racy than it was last year. How's it going? We're doing a live. I'm trying to show them this KSB special. So there was this Cowtown Speedway across the way that's gone right now. They used to have the cars roll out in front of the grandstands into turn 1. And when they built this racetrack, they had that idea involved. So this is the actual chute that goes out onto the raceway in front of the grandstands, kind of underneath it. This is kind of built up. The track is across the way. You kind of see the distance here. I mean, where we're standing here is probably a good 15, 16 feet in the air where our feet is. Where we're at is probably 20. There's the top of the wing Donny right there. So this is kind of the entryway for the cars onto the speedway. I think they're going to be doing engine heat. They did push hot laps back to 7 p.m. 39 cars apparently on hand for this event here tonight. You have Axum here. You have Corey Eliason in the 2KS vehicle. I saw that was a name that is interesting for some. But you see there's Sheldon, Axum, Bryce Lucius in the 32 machine. And honestly, this is kind of like prequeling Cotton Bowl next week. Cotton Bowl's basically kind of this same shape, long straightaways, tight corners, high banking. But Cotton Bowl's probably almost twice the size of this track. I believe they registered at a 3/8 mile. There's a local that has a chance, always was very fast in its heyday. 99X Dalton Stevens has always been surprisingly quick, especially at the short tracks. He actually won a 410 event with a 305 car at one point in his career. Track was extremely slick. These Texas tracks, they get extremely slick. But if there's a local, maybe he could really show something. Dalton Stevens. Buddy Kofoid in the 83 machine. I have him high. Of course, y'all can place bets here tonight if you're in the certain states that allow it. And I got Michael Buddy Kofoid within the top 3 here tonight.
A black Chevy pickup.
And then, of course, Ryder LaPlante into a new car this weekend. The Oklahoma racer trying out the 410 side of life in the 23R machine. They also have some other cars lined up. Yeah, this looks like they're just busting off cars for engine heat. Christopher Traum has made the trip down in the 24T car. Zach Hampton has arrived as well. Jace Park in the building in the 45X car. And then who do we got here? I think that's Howard Moore. Howard Moore in the 40. Of course, Howard Moore with a lot of experience at Riverside Speedway. This isn't as tight as the corners at Riverside, but it is still one of those tracks. You throw her, you drive her in there as hard as you can, you sling her and see if you can hit it. Corey Eliason right here, the 2KS car making its debut in 2025. Corey Eliason in the 2KS, and then of course everybody's love child now, Bill Baylog. Everybody loves Bill Baylog now. Who couldn't? But now he is here as well. 73, of course, we did some content around the 73 there, getting pushed off. Logan Julian, the driver from IRA Country, 16 years of age. Pretty impressive at Talladega Short Track. Running away from Emerson Axum there in the Gibbsville Cheese Company, number 73. He is here tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Garrett Williamson, you see him pulling out Rookie of the Year contender. I wouldn't be surprised if Garrett Williamson does extremely impressive here. Obviously from the Midwest, Missouri, the southern region racing areas. A lot of short tracks in the South, so this is in his wheelhouse. Giovanni Scelzi, he's getting pushed off right now. Once again, wouldn't be surprised if he does extremely well. Just for the simple fact, it's Gio Scelzi, guys. I mean, California. I mean, this is anybody from California or Macedo. Sheldon, who likes to whip a car around the raceway. Even Landon Crawley. I know they really haven't had the results they've wanted so far in 2025, but this is one of those racetracks in his wheelhouse. Short tracks, Southern style. We still got more cars lined up. I see Blake Hahn in the distance. We'll highlight those guys as they push them off. Chris Wyndham, even a non-wing guy, he always seems to do well on the shorter facilities. So Chris Wyndham, even another guy who could do or could be impressive here this evening. You have pushing off now Logan Schuchart in the Take 5 new scheme, I believe, this weekend. So Take 5, the 1S machine, Logan Schuchart. He seems to always do good early on these shorter tracks too. Always impressive. Once again, Landon Crawley and Emerson Axum. You know, I feel when these non-wing guys go to these short tracks, when they put the wings on, they have a little bit more of an advantage than the traditional wing driver. Emerson Axum obviously has done very well on the big tracks with the wing on. I think this could be one of those size tracks that can benefit that wing it style. And then, of course, wing it style, say nothing more, say nothing less, the 17 of Sheldon Hodenschild, right there, potentially another threat. Everybody honestly has a shot here. Of course, there's a few outliers, but when you get on these short tracks, it's a big equalizer. You put them on the higher banks, that also makes a difference. There's a lot of speed. This place is going to carry a lot of speed tonight. It looks good. It looks smooth. It doesn't look ruddy or having any of those traditional issues that y'all had last year with the World of Outlaws, but the track is definitely in prime condition. And like I said, once again, very long, straight, smooth straightaways into some very tight high bank corners. This is Bull Ring 101. And then there was the winner last year, Carson Macedo. Wouldn't be a surprise to see him up front doing some damage here. Of course, California written all over his name. Always fast, always a contender with the World Outlaws at any facility. And that's definitely going to be one of those that could do something here tonight. Anthony Macri, 39M. You never know. You could, you couldn't. Not sure just yet. And then one of the locals who could maybe do something. He's going to have to really nail those qualifying laps. Dalton Stevens in the 99X. But I got some other locals that I think are going to be doing just as strong here tonight. Of course, Sam Havertine Jr., you can't say he might not do something. He's always good to hit a quick lap here or there. Sam Havertine Jr., especially on the quarter miles here in Texas that he has laps on. You got some more cars coming out, rolling down the entryway. But I think you got another contender right there on the track behind Macri. Cole Macedo, California short track, NARC racing contender in his wheelhouse, of course. Buddy Kofoid, once again, I got him top 3 on the betting odds here tonight on the Underdog app. You got some more locals and outlaw drivers coming onto the speedway. We'll kind of just talk to them as they get busted off here onto the speedway. Once again, 39 cars making the trip here to the Kennedale Speedway Park. Grandstands are starting to fill up. Additional grandstands on the back straightaway. There you go, Ryder LaPlante in a 23R car. Got some other guys down here. I definitely think Noah Gass is going to be a contender here tonight. I know that's hard for some people to hear, but once again, they finally get onto some of these guys from the South in their territories. You're going to have some of these guys from down here do some potential damage. Noah Gass could be one of those guys. I believe he ran 11th last year. I'm interested to know who's in that 85 car. That's the Bob. Some of y'all may know a Bob Yule driver, and Bob Yule used to drive an 85 machine, contender against the World of Outlaws in the southern regions of the United States back in the 90s. That's a pretty good throwback scheme, I think, is that 85 Bob Yule machine. Corey Eliason, 2KS, getting pushed up onto the front straightaway, or onto the back straightaway into the front straightaway. You never know. Corey Eliason, Kobe Stubblefield, okay. But Corey Eliason looking strong there in that 2KS. I mean, not looking strong, sorry, looks strong, looks nice, looks like his name aligns with what he's got going on. And you never know. 2KS, Corey Eliason from California Micros. Always a threat. You get them on these short tracks, these guys, you never know who traditionally, on these big, wide open ones, even I'm not saying that with Eliason, but some of these guys, like a Howard Moore, for instance, guy who's used to Riverside and really short quarter-mile racetracks, he's got a chance. He's got a chance, and then, of course, they're all chasing the 2 of David Gravel. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Bullet Bob Yule, the 85, apparently Kobe Stubblefield in that machine. Hunter Schoenberg in the 55 rolling out onto the track, getting busted off. And then another guy, this could be a sleeper for some, but not for many, if they get the motor started, the 52 of Blake Hahn. Of course, ASCS, regional racing. And he has performed well in some 410 events over the last few years. So it is interesting, not just to see him here, but it'll be interesting to see how he does. And here comes some of the locals that everybody really wants to do well, the Taco Casa cars, and that is one of the hard hitters from the South in regional competition. John Carney, multi-time national IMCA Race Saver national event winner. And then the local of all, Jeb Sessions in the 01J car, the team car to the Taco Casa machines. He's won here a lot. That 01J of Jeb Sessions at the Kennedale Speedway Park, as well as Cowtown. Shelby Hitton, another local, mainly known for doing well in micros, but he is here tonight. And then, honestly, another local that everybody's cheering for, I would assume. A lot of wins at this racetrack. Kyle Jones in the Express Valvoline Car Care number 79. And then we've been keeping an eye out on this guy, this X9 chassis, newest sprint car chassis out there, Moran, in the 22M car. Reese Moran, the driver, father purchased CS9 chassis. That's what the X9 chassis is. But it's performed well every time I've seen him at a racetrack. And there, of course, is that Bullet Bob Yule throwback with Kobe Stubblefield behind the wheel. That's a really nice throwback paint scheme on that car. Looks good. Looks like a good track. 4/10. This is a true quarter mile. I know it may look big from the camera, but no, this is a quarter mile. Look, this is how big my hand is, and that's how big the track is. That's some perspective for you. But no, a true quarter mile here at the Kennedale Speedway Park. Marcus Thomas right there in the 10, the George White car. Most people would know that as. He's another potential strong local. Brett Becker, I do believe, is in the 2 machine. And then probably, another guy outside of Jeb Sessions or John Carney, as far as local here to the Texas area. But this guy, this is pretty much one of his home tracks. Kyle Jones, of course, some of y'all have seen him perform relatively well at the Chili Bowl. It doesn't look good. Oh, almost didn't have the car start up, but has performed relatively well at the Chili Bowl and some national midget events. The 79 is John Carney. So those are the cars that are here for this evening's events. And of course, everybody wants to know my opinion on the high limit situation, the franchise deal. They got to do something. World Outlaws is going to have to respond in one way or another. This franchise deal just took things to another degree. Now the problem, the reason the Outlaws have to do something is here's the deal. There's only so many names that draw people to the racetrack. There's only so many. And if you don't get a few of the guys happy, at least, if you don't keep a few of the, for instance, what I'm saying is like, if you take Macedo, Gravel, Sheldon, and Selzy off the tour, and get at this point, the smart business move is to leave the World Outlaws if you're a sprint car operation. That's the truth. With this new franchise system, anybody trying to be a professional sprint car operation and race nationally should leave the World Outlaws and go to high limit to that franchise system. It just makes business sense. Now, loyalty and all these other things, I get it. And I do, and I've said this from day one. that flow racing. Hold on, let me get down in the stands. I saw you standing there. I didn't want to ruin your moment, but you as well. Yeah, we try. I was gonna go walk the pits though. I didn't want to walk out of your way without at least saying hi. Did you want to get a picture or something? Were you trying to get a picture? Trying to be nice to the fans that we got. I know. Got to keep them happy while we have them here. So engine heat is going on. Hot laps are going in 20 minutes.
Dirt track racing, including officially licensed World of Outlaws sprint cars, late models, midgets.
Thank you, sir. No problem. What was your name? Chris. Chris. All right. Nice to meet you too. So we're now walking down. Here's kind of the facility grandstands. It's a pretty long way down to the actual ground level here. We'll continue this discussion with the high limit scenario, this franchise system that honestly just Stone Cold Steve Austin, the whole entire sprint car situation. As we are walking around, you got your general concessions down here. Very simplistic restrooms over there. How they set it up, they turned one section of the pitting area into the merchandise area. They have put the food trucks over here. Lots of porta potties across the facility. Lots of temporary fencing that has been put in just over the last few days. And honestly, done a hell of a job on how they've set this all up. You can see the haze in the sky. This is from the winds that have partaken here today in the DFW area. The wind is supposed to die down to 10 miles per hour, though, by the time race qualifying or hot laps take off, and that was supposed to be at 7 o'clock. So the World of Outlaws got to do something. I don't know what the hell they're going to do and how they're going to do it, but if you're any kind of business guy and you're into sprint car racing and you own a sprint car team, it's the best option. Period. The only thing left is loyalty. That's what everybody else is aiming for. To stay with the World of Outlaws at this point is traditional, respecting that tradition, things along those lines. It's loyalty based. It's not about the dollars and cents. It's about the love of who started it, things along those lines. And that's usually, a good scenario. If people pick that because of that, picking the loyalty and the love over the money is a good thing after all, right? That's not bad. Not a bad thing, right? I think. What are you doing? What the hell?
What are you doing here?
Oh, no. We're here to watch you run the bee.
We ain't shooting for the beat.
You ain't shooting for the bee?
No, but we gotta see what this car does first.
Oh, God. Let's get out of the way. Out of the dust storm. How's it going? Yeah, brother. We're going all right. Facility. It is, like I said, it is supposed to die down to about 10 miles per hour here by 7 o'clock. Of course, right on the plan in the 23. Dalton Stevens, Jeb Sessions, trying to get I was trying to get an outside view of things. Don't want to get hit. If you ever come to a sprint car race, definitely watch. Anytime you're in an open lane, it doesn't mean that you're always in an open lane. So you always got to check. Let's see what we got down here. You got Donny. It's like Donny and Garrett, Williamson, Lucius, Axum, Sessions, Macquarie, that direction. Looks like you got Macedo over there, Cole Macedo and Carson. Some other teams also. We'll go ahead and walk the line. Maybe we'll survive. Once again, head both ways on a swivel. But yeah, I just don't know how you stay involved in the World of Outlaws anymore. Hold on. I didn't know they had Next Level Metal on there. Jeb got a new trailer. Cincinnati, Ohio watching. Joining High Limit now?
Are we joining High Limit?
Yeah. Why? So much money.
Seat time first.
Oh, but is it a good? Did you see it?
I mean, somebody gonna offer him a ride. He'll go.
Oh my God.
They gotta be able to afford that too.
They do. Did you see the announcement though?
Yeah, I don't.
You didn't keep up with it. You don't care. You're just world out.
If we ever get that point, I'll care.
Oh my God. I'm talking to the wrong guy.
Hey, talk to him about it.
He don't care. Look at him. He's in a rush suit.
Best in the business.
No, they're too new, man. That's like driving a Hyundai. It ain't a Velocity.
I play basketball in these bad boys right here.
Oh my God. So it's sweat proof?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh God. The new suits.
Got his new dancing shoes on.
New dancing shoes? That's interesting. Really?
It's windy.
It is windy, but it's supposed to die down.
Yeah, I think it's died down a little bit already.
Yeah, it's supposed to be down to 10 at 7. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to walk this way. If you hear me screaming,
I'll come save you.
yeah. Got the cars here. Oh my. David was in there doing his helmet stuff. See what's going on down here. Got to feel for Garrett Williamson, you know. He may want to go back, do what he does. Supposed to be a Unique Movers logo. Of course, we got the Unique Movers on our hat. It's supposed to be a Unique Movers on this 83. Is there one? Oh, it's not there. I don't know. He said check it out. Hot lap 7 once again. What? What?
You need something for me? Is that why you called me in the middle of the night?
No. Just wanted to say hello.
So you know, most people that have real jobs, they go to bed at night.
Well, I was here at the
I know
track.
you don't have a real job.
Oh,
so,
okay. Of course.
Yeah, what did you want?
Just wanted to say hello.
Hi.
Just hanging at a racetrack.
You had to call for that?
Oh, yeah.
Were you with someone you were drinking, you were telling them, hey, I got Donnie's phone number.
No,
let's
it's
call
not
him.
happening.
Okay.
It's not what happened. It's not what happened.
You sure?
Yeah. We were curious about, opinions. I didn't know if you knew about the high limit franchise deal. What do you think about it? No, you ain't heard about it yet. You're too busy.
You mean that thing that was supposed to be out a year ago?
Well, they changed the name of it too.
It was supposed to be out when? A year ago or 2 years ago?
Well, that was like the idea behind it. Well, I was just curious what your opinions on it, whether it's a good idea, bad idea.
You know, if it's too good to be true, it normally is. Where's the money coming from? Kind of looks like the late model guys are a little upset to me.
I would say that. Yeah, that was like one of the first things. Yeah. Well, and then you're taking care of the series and the teams, but then does that spur a drivers union if they want to go that next level? You go to NBA, you go to NFL, you got teams and their agreements as franchises, but then you also have a players union involved.
I'm a race car driver, Chaz.
A traditional race car driver.
I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a Wall Street smart guy.
Right.
I'm not a stick and ball sports guy. I'm a fucking race car driver. So.
Right.
I don't know how anybody can plan that far out. Can you plan that far out financially?
I mean,
if you're gonna go can you say you want to buy a house?
Well, I've always kind of
$1,000 house. Kind of takes a long time to plan that out, to go down that road. So here you are in racing, all this money it takes to do it. How do you plan out 4 or 5 years? I don't know how you can put all your eggs in that basket down that far down the road.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, obviously, I thought you knew that when I was holding my phone up as I was walking by. I didn't want to disturb your area. You had your conversation going.
Just cleaning my Death Ridge glasses.
They are good glasses. Are they the same ones as the tin cup?
I don't know what they are. I don't know the name.
They look the same as mine.
Look how dirty they are.
You know, you can get those replaced at Walmart for free. You don't support. Well, and that was what I would say is like, Flow Sports is kind of like a Walmart of streaming in a way, because it's like, say, like dirt racing or racing in general is the hardware store. That's all we focus on with World of Outlaws. It's just dirt racing primarily. Where when you go into the Flow Sports category, they got everything under the sun.
Is that your way of saying that they're robbing from Peter to pay Paul?
I'm not saying they're robbing from Peter to pay Paul in particular.
Where would the money be coming from?
It would have to be coming from streaming, but nobody likes, well, that's why these transparency issues with how much is streaming actually making.
I said, I'm a race car driver, man.
But it is big numbers that they're throwing out there. That's very alluring to anybody who wants to go full-time sprint car racing, correct? Is that not hard to deny?
It's not hard to look at history and see how many people have been able to do it.
Right.
I mean, there's a handful of guys that can do it or can afford to do it. It's not like it's... You think people are going to stand up and go, hey, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to make money. There ain't a guy in this pit area going to make money on this at the end of the day. So,
well, and they're trying to, I guess, in their mind, make a system that could maybe make that happen.
Let's talk about the wind. What do we think about the wind today? Look at that hazy.
I know. It was worse last week, but it's supposed to be dying down here in any moment. That's why it's actually died down. It's supposed to go down to about 10 miles per hour here any moment, which is about where it's at. It was way windier than what it is right now. I think this track's going to be an amazing race, personally. I think it's going to be an amazing race. I thought it was horrible.
Listening to Tony Robbins CDs during the week?
What does that mean?
Tony Robbins, motivational speaker.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't listen to him, no. There's more modern motivational speakers besides. Well, I don't want to give Cardone anything.
You should be a motivational speaker.
I do my talk pieces from time to time. You've seen them, I'm sure. Maybe. Is everybody watching behind my back? Or?
I think so. I think they're giving
God. Nobody's going to throw anything, are they?
Not that I know of.
Well, y'all's wrap looks nice this year.
Well, it looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
All that
the only interesting thing is, what are you going to do for Knoxville?
I don't have any idea. It's a long ways away.
I know, but what are you going to do for tonight?
One day at a time. Look at the cool blue tint on the headers. That look cool.
You know, oh wow, I didn't notice that. Wow. Is that purposeful?
Yeah, that's nitro, baby.
Is that what that is, nitro? You're trying to catch the two? The two's looking really strong.
Nitro in there and we'll see what the headers burn blue.
Oh my God. I actually went down the stats. I was live the other night. I don't know if you heard about that. The Donny Schatz stats. I was live and I was going down the
I'm doing a real number on my stats, aren't I?
No, because
down the toilet.
No, because Gravel, he he's right there about closing in on Lasowski, I believe it is, and then Wolfgang's like 34 away, and I was like, well, Gravel looks really good right now, and I was like, what's somebody done a lot? So I went to your years, and it was like 20 and 31, and then all of a sudden just bam, and I was like, I was busy doing racetrack stuff. I wasn't able to pay attention to the national scene as much as I would like. Knoxville, the big things. I was more involved with racetracks trying to worry about that. It's hard to try to get people in the stands every week. I was preoccupied in that era of my life. But I could see this big drop of the Donny deal, and it was in correlation with the Ford switch. I mean, this was a shocker for me because I didn't ever go year to year like that and look at it.
I don't look at stats, so.
All I'm saying is, are you gonna?
That might have been when my pay dropped.
Oh, the pay dropped. Okay.
Dropped, yeah.
I didn't know if you were thinking of sneaking a Chevy under the hood and just leaving the Ford logo on there. Has that ever happened?
I'm not the car owner. I don't.
Oh, come on. You worry about performance though, right?
Yeah.
You look sad. What's wrong?
Nothing.
It's because I'm here. Do you need me to walk away?
No, you're good.
Okay. Just making sure.
I think you know me well enough.
So no high limit opinions.
When I get chazzed out, I'll let you know.
I was curious about your franchise opinion. You're just worried about the money and where it's coming from. That's
when you get in a situation like that where you don't know where it's coming from and it's too good to be true. At some point, it's going to have to work. It has to make sense. It's got to operate in the green.
Well, and
then don't look to me like it's going to operate that way. So it looks really cool, sounds really cool, but if you can make it work like that, then all the power to them. I just don't see it.
There would be no way for the Outlaws to come close to something like that? Is it just one of those Peter to pay Paul deals?
Why the Outlaws have to? I mean, this has been. That's where you need to start looking at stats. Go back.
Right.
Did Steve Kinzer make a great living doing this? Did he?
Cost of living and everything was different back then.
Did he? I asked a simple question. How many guys made a great living right here?
Not too many.
They work their ass off doing it. Steve, Sammy, I've done it.
A couple guys, yeah.
So yeah, things have changed a little bit.
Right.
But it hasn't changed for the drivers, the owners, and there's less of them all the time, regardless. And it's not just here. Go to Pennsylvania, see if there's less owners. So,
well, and they're trying to devise a way in their mind to make that change.
So I don't see how thinking that we're going to have all these national series and all these big paint races is the answer, but that's just my opinion.
Well, I think that's why they're going to that franchise option, is to try to get away from big paying races.
So if they were going to do this, why didn't we already have this in place? Why didn't we already do it? That's like how it was portrayed to me from the word go. Like, we're doing it, but we never did it. Never did it.
Well, I think
and it's still not going to happen now. It's kick the can down the road, which is fine. That seems to be the MO here.
I mean,
down the road.
They got their 4-year deal that they're guaranteeing to pay. I mean, you think they're going to get there and not pay it?
So what do you got to do to get there? Is there a contract involved?
Well,
Are
they're
held accountable to that, or is that just a hypothetical? What is it?
Well, I mean it's also supposed to replace the tow and the bonus and the points fund. So there won't be like a points fund plus that. That'll be like all three of those things wrapped into one.
So what you're saying is now they go
because
they pay to get in and they don't get tow money, right?
Well, they probably get their passes covered, but they don't get tow money. No.
So complain about costs and expenses, and we don't worry about.
This is supposed to be supplemental to that.
It's supposed to be when. It wasn't supplemental last year. It isn't supplemental this year.
Well, no, because
why not?
Because they have 2 years to lock in the 10 teams. That's what they say.
Let's talk about the win, Chaz. It has no bearing on me. I'm not that guy.
I was just curious what you thought. I mean, y'all got to be thinking. Y'all see it. It's different.
I know the guy in charge of it. I don't believe anything he says. So.
Well, you didn't have to say that.
Hey, that's how we got to this point. That's why I don't stay on that side.
Right.
Say one thing and do another is not my MO. So.
Right. Well, that was my whole issue with High Limit to begin with, is they wanted 12 races. They wanted y'all to be able to run those 12. And then it seemed like when the Outlaws kind of said no to them being able to run the midweeks, that's kind of what pissed them off to even start a competitive national series. That's what it looked like. Because the Outlaws weren't obliging to their midweek idea.
It's working for them, that is.
I don't know. I mean, there's always people playing two sides of every hand.
I'm glad I'm not paying the bills. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, you're just driving race cars.
I'm a race car driver.
What's the nieces going to do this year? How about that? What's some good ideas? What's some good thoughts?
They had to have a surgery today, and they have some medical complications they've had from birth. So they had surgery today, so they're kind of out of commission for a while. And the surgery on both of them got a lot more complicated than what the doctors originally thought. So they have to go back in April, and they're probably going to be both sitting, not racing until at least the end of May. So it is what
That's
it is.
about when it warms up there anyway.
You're talking about 64 degrees.
I know, but it can swing. You know that.
We just can't race there right now. Yeah, it is. You got to take care of your health, and that's something that they've had to do. They've known it their entire life. So, and unfortunately, they weren't prepared. The doctors weren't prepared for their level of whatever they have done. So, when they get done, there'll be race cars there for them. They got their late models they like. They got their sprint cars they like. I got them all a couple 410s now, so they can go do a little race. And I think they'll go do a little race with IRA and stuff around home, Grand Forks, Houston a little bit. So they'll be ready. We're preparing. We got some.
Well, and IRA seems to be getting decently big. I mean, it seems like they're getting more traction.
IRA is a really good breeding ground for kids and younger people,
right.
Novices, kind of like them. It's not that far for us, in that Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, Illinois area. So, yeah, it's a great opportunity for them. They've come up our way last year. Both girls ran with them. One did okay one night. Actually, a couple nights. The other one didn't. So, it's good opportunities for them just so they got places to race. I mean, I can't let them go race 85 times a year.
Right.
But we can let them go run 30 or 40 times, hopefully.
Well, you seem to smile about that. It seems like that's something you're looking forward to, is working with them. Is it just that stressful to be on?
I tried to get them to go do something different, but obviously they're not going to. I guess when you follow around me and my dad, the things we've done, you're gonna look at those things and go, yeah, this is what I want to do, probably. But it'll be challenging for them. They're pretty competitive, but I look back and I feel like I won the lottery when I did this. I made a great life out of it. I've made a great living doing it. Does that mean that's going to happen for them? Most likely not. So you never know. They're going to have to work hard at it. They're going to have to figure it out. They've put in some effort, but they got a long way to go. So hopefully I can give them the tools they need. That's the hard part for us, is trying to give them the tools we need. We got some great people. Kid that used to work for us here at TSR Dawson's taking care of the sprint car stuff, and Zach Axel taking care of their late model stuff. So they got two really good people to.
Well, that's half the game.
And it is half the game, yeah. So, and they got to do a little late model racing this winter, so that was good for them. One had a couple of good outings, and the other one had some respectable finishes. So, but at some point they're going to have to choose one avenue or the other, because keeping up with both cars is impossible unless we can get Elon Musk or somebody to fund it. Maybe SpaceX.
I mean, that's possible, right? I mean, the DOGE is going to fund it.
You know what, I was thinking about going to USA to see if I could get some money for the team, but I wonder what I could pitch it off.
There's apparently
an NGO. I'm making a nonprofit.
You can't. If you make it a nonprofit, people just start giving you money.
Send them a resume. Hey, this is an NGO.
It's
I need
true.
$4 million a year.
It's true.
So you get a check in the mail for twice that, maybe.
Right. The thing is, it'll be interesting to see if there's any kickbacks or just a lessening of the debt out of the results of that.
I'll get a consultant fee out of it then.
We'll see. Canada's getting mad, but I don't know what they're talking about.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, you're close to Canada, so you may be on the front lines here soon. They'll come over with their mountaineer suits and a moose. I've seen that cartoon with the moose.
Our businesses have thrived off, or have operated off Canada since the day my parents been in business. So we see how it works. We know how it works.
Has there been any effect? No. It's just been media.
Nothing's changed. I get a kick out of people. Oh, the tariff. Well, what tariff? There hasn't been anything implemented. It's just been talks. So
it's a game. You're getting to see the game full circle, technically. The manipulation of what those TVs do.
Getting to see the educators.
Well, we get to see how much CNN and Fox and this whole game plays on us.
Yeah.
It's a manipulational play. It keeps us entertained, engaged.
Exactly.
And we'll fight about it. That's what happens. That's a game. Divide and conquer.
Fight. It's called a disagreement in my world.
Well, I know.
disagree with a lot of people. Doesn't mean I dislike them or want to fight.
Right. So, any opinions on gravel? He looks very quick.
Yeah,
it looks like he's in a Donny, one of these elite levels that some guys get into every so often.
Well, he's spent a lot of time grooming himself and learning, and he's got someone that keeps a close hand on him. I mean, Todd does a good job operating the team and keeping them guys in check. And, I think the weight's off his shoulders now that he's won a championship, and that's probably something that you go after, and you're denied. When you do it, you get that I wouldn't even call it confidence. It's just that self-satisfaction, and from there, it kind of takes off, and it kind of shows he can go do the things he needs to do, and doesn't have to second guess himself or undermine himself.
Cody's in sync with them. Obviously, crew chief's a big deal. Y'all have had some changes here.
It takes the whole, it takes the whole regime. And my dad used to tell. I remember when my dad told Kenny Woodruff, he said, "Kenny, there's 5 things here. There's a driver, the crew chief, the car, the motors, and the tires. They're the 5 key factors here." And he said, "Count the driver out, because I'm not doing this to fund it for someone else.
Right.
I'm doing it because he's my own son. So which one of these other ones are we gonna change?"
Right.
Kenny said, "The tires." The tires.
God.
So we changed the tires, and it obviously was a key factor. So, but that's kind of the gist of it. And they got the whole package. They put it all together. So kudos to them. I know what it's like. I've been there. It's been a long time.
Are you going to get there?
We'll see.
He's definitely providing a very fast horse to chase week in and week out.
Yeah, but we create our own problems. We gotta, we're not chasing them. We're not chasing anybody else. I know how this works. You stay in your own pit area. You work on your own stuff. And that's what we've always done here. So continue to do that until we get it right.
Do you see it coming that way? Do you see movements in the right direction, or is he just mixing around crews and everything?
Look, I got a great group of guys here, and change is hard. Not having Scuba around, I'm telling you, is different. We've been to the races
Was that
together
mutually?
for the last 15 years. I really don't know what you call what happened there. I don't know how you describe what happened. Him and I still haven't spoke about it. So, but these guys are pretty motivated and pretty into what they're doing. They seem pretty happy, and yeah, we know we got some work, but they're not scared of it. They're doing whatever they have to, and one step at a time.
Yeah, I didn't know that you were so. Usually, when we see separations, people know why and how. It seems like you're still emotionally connected to the Scuba being around.
If you race with someone for 15 plus years, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. And we don't do this. The guys we race with aren't just coworkers. They're not changing jobs and coworkers. They're like family. So sometimes you just gotta let the dust settle, and it will. And like I said, him and I haven't had a chance to sit down and actually talk about it. So everything was fine, and then everything wasn't. So it's just the way it works some days.
Well, and it's hard being out on the road. I'm sure that played a factor as well. But maybe the dust will settle. It looks like it's settling a little bit. You got to get in the car. You had fans walk up. I feel bad. I'm a horrible person.
I bet you feel bad.
Yeah, but we know you're going to do well because you got the Deathbridge glasses on.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I can see.
You can see now.
I see.
And now you know it's me here, and you're like, get the hell out.
Shot.
But anyways, thanks a lot for the talk. I didn't see that coming. I tried to walk away. I tried to let him have his area, let him have his space. But yeah, pretty good interview there. Chaz, can you ask Donny if he's excited to be back at the Big O Osh weekend? Too late, maybe another time. And honestly, they're rolling cars out onto the track for hot laps and then into qualifying. So we did get into a pretty good talk there with Donny. So that did take most of our pit walk time. Once again, some locals that I think will be interesting. There's that badass Bullet Bob Yule paint scheme. The 85 Colby Stubblefield actually driving that car. Oh no. Oh no. We think we're going to get off, but we continue. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
What's up, bud?
Now I've got to watch my back now. Something's bad going to happen.
Yeah.
Anytime you show up, something bad happens.
No, everything goes smooth every time.
So the track, I think Outlaws are finally going to get a KSP taste. I felt like last year was a joke. This track's badass.
They put banking in it, did they?
Yeah, they tried to Cowtown the place up. You know, you've won at Cowtown.
Oh yeah.
You know,
track championships, Cowtown.
I think this is going to be badass. This car has a real good chance.
Yeah.
I think non-wing guys, when they go to the short tracks with the wing on, and they almost got it like Hobstad-ish. It has some Hobstad vibes.
To it? 'Cause I haven't been here in 8 years.
It's extremely high banked in 3 and 4 for sure, but it's got that Hobstad kind of long. The front straightaway is very smooth and straight
and narrow,
and tight. A little wider than Hopstock.
It'll be good, I think.
Oh, it will be. Will be. So hot laps coming up. Who do you think's gonna win?
Well, they got me to come work for them, so they got all in me.
You just hit their car. You have to pay for that?
Strong. Good.
I hope.
Hopefully.
The dust is
Hopefully
going
it's
down.
not
The dust is going
I think by
down.
9 o'clock it's supposed to be done.
By 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
They're not gonna push it that far though.
I don't think so.
They're hot lapping right now.
Yeah, it'll be good.
So that paint scheme obviously badass.
Oh, I thought
Bobule,
yeah,
the
that's
Bobule
old school
throwback.
right there. That's old school.
Another
I think it'll
local.
be a good night. I think, what, 30? How many?
39.
39. That's perfect.
And your name for the people who don't know?
Anton Hernandez.
Oh yeah, he said it all country and white.
The
David-
Texas Mexican.
They've changed you in Indiana.
Yeah,
You've almost straightened up.
started a business. Play
Oh.
lawn care. So if you're in
Oh
Arlington,
my God.
hit me up.
You moved back to
I can plug
Arlington?
in.
You
Yeah,
moved back.
I'm back here.
You're out of Indiana.
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll take to recover from the psyop that is Indianapolis racing politics?
I'm over it.
It's real though, ain't it? It's scary.
It's a lot of bullshit. Is what it is. But
It's scary.
you gotta kiss so much ass. But I mean, I guess that's not a bad thing. You gotta do what you gotta do to go be successful. But I'm just over it. So I'm
Right.
gonna race here locally, regionally, whatever I get my hands on. And so since really my main goal is like, if I end up slowing down, trying to do it full time up in Indiana, start a business. So like, screw it, I'm gonna do that and just race when I can.
Try to make money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be 35 still chasing it, being broke, you know.
Right.
So
Like me.
hey,
Thanks
hey,
a lot.
Hey,
Thanks
it's
a
fun.
lot.
Hey,
Thanks a lot. It's
life
fun.
is tough. Life is tough on the road.
Well, it's better than being stuck in Indiana. I never did that.
True. Yeah, at least you're moving around.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Now you finally are. Oh God.
But,
Does Jeb Sessions have a chance? Who's the local that has a chance? Who do you think?
Carney.
Carney and
Is he a
Sessions.
local?
They're yeah. I mean, I guess he's West Texas.
I
Though.
don't really know who all is running this local.
Jeb is here. I didn't see Monday.
Yeah. How you doing?
Oh,
Not bad.
sorry.
Nah, I'm working. Big worker guy. I just got back. Just give me time.
Now you're a star.
Give me time.
Have you already felt like a celebrity since coming back?
No, I'm a nobody, Chaz.
Oh God, come on.
I'm a nobody, Chaz.
Oh my God.
I gotta get the weird.
All right, me too.
I'll see you later.
Christopher Traum pulling out once again. I think Noah Gas is going to be very impressive tonight. I think Han's going to be impressive. The Taco Casa cars, the 01J is Sessoms, the 2 is Carney. But I do think Han will be impressive. Once again, these short tracks down here in the South, the dirt, these ASCS guys, these more local regional guys, they have an advantage there. But it is the World of Outlaws. Once again, I do think your California guys, like a Kofoid, are going to do extremely well on a track like this tonight. Sheldon, somebody who really likes to jam a car into the corner, I think they're going to do very well tonight. Even a Schoenberg, somebody who's, Jacksonville, Illinois style. But that was a interesting comparison. Actually, I didn't think about it, but that is probably the closest to this track, I would say, is Hopstock. I would say Hopstock a little wider, not as tight of corners. I would say more banked for sure. But I would say Hopstock, very fair comparison, but still more banked to it. So it's going to be hard to even compare to anything that we've seen. Cars are on the track, hot laps are starting. Of course, the broadcast tonight is on Dirt Vision. We're going to get off here. Thanks for tuning in. Vegas will be later tonight. High Limit and other franchisees and all that stuff. They'll get to continue to talk about it. Obviously, some Outlaw people, Donny Schatz in particular, waiting to see it, to believe it. I guess that's just how badass it is. And it's hard for some people to believe that it is real. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, cars on the track. You should tune into it, dirtvision.com or Dirtvision TV, whatever the hell it is. The hardware store versus Walmart. Once again, Flow is Walmart. They have everything you want, wrestling, football, blah, blah, blah. Whereas Dirt Vision is the hardware store. They're only doing one department. So they are the small business in comparison to the corporation. So it's going to be hard to see what the Outlaws do in countering this Flow racing scenario. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and we will catch y'all next time.